Okay, two functions left, image and image clip, and actually these functions, really they're just wrappers for the context.draw image. The context.draw image can take different numbers of parameters, but we're going to actually create two functions, one for just drawing a regular image, one for drawing the clip of an image. Okay, so let's just review how to do images, and then the functions themselves shouldn't be too complicated. There's a lot of parameters, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Okay, so the way we do images, we're going to organize stuff here a little bit. We're going to have an IMG folder, and I downloaded a chess image. I'm going to drag that into here. So I downloaded it, then I'm uploading it to Code Sandbox, so there it is. And you know what? I would like to make another folder for called JS, and I'm going to put my graphics library in there and my main.js in there. And then I just have my index.html and my style.css. Sometimes people will do a CSS folder as well, like so. Okay, and now that's going to break stuff. So we got to make sure in here we go CSS slash style.css, JS slash, and JS slash. Okay, good. Okay, so that's all working. Although this now says deleted from disk. Okay, so we'll close those. There's my chess image. That's closed too. All right, fine. So main.js, let's start there. Okay, draw an image. Now I'm going to do this using document.createElement. So I'm going to create a variable called chess.img, and I'm going to go document.createElement, and in quotations I just go img. I want to create an img element. And then I can go chess image, and let's add an EL at the end. I sometimes like to do that to remind me that this is an actual element, right? This variable is storing an element. Chess image element dot source is assigned img slash chess dot JPEG. So I'll create an image element, and then I'll set its source to be that. And then we go context dot draw image, and we say please draw that chess image element that we just created, and draw it at 0, 0 with a width of, I don't know, 300 and a height of 200. Let's see what that does. Save it, and I see nothing. Refresh. Nope, don't see anything. So the problem with this is that images sometimes take a little while to load. So maybe if I move this farther up to the page and started the image loading earlier, it might work. Let's try that. We'll take this and let's put it at the very top and start loading our images. And nope, still doesn't work. Okay, well, we'll just undo, Control Z. Okay, so what we should do is we can actually go window.add event listener, and I'm going to listen for the load event. And the window, when I listen for the load event, says wait for all of the resources to load, including images like this. And then I'll just call a function called draw. So I'll have a function called draw, and then I'll put this draw image inside of it. And we'll see if that works. Save, and there it is. Yay! Okay, so and when you're doing an animation, like this is probably something you would do anyway, is you'd put all of your drawings inside of a draw function, do that request animation frame to loop it. It won't call this a draw function initially until everything has been loaded. Okay, so that's something that you got to take care of when you're doing images like this. Okay, now this is pretty straightforward, right? So like I said before, we're just gonna define a function. I'll put my graphics library up here. This is more just like a wrapper so that we don't have to go context dot. But I'll just have image. I'll go img for the image that I want to draw. Is that what I had here? Yeah, I think so. img. and then just an X, Y, width, and height. And really all it's going to do is go context.draw image, img, X, Y, width, height. And hopefully that still works. All I need to do is delete this and go image, and it still works. Okay, and then the same thing, right? If I wanted to do a clip of the image, I would just go context.draw image, and we would have, oh dear, chess image element, and then 4 numbers to specify what part of the image we want to clip. I don't even know how big this thing is. Let's just try it. We'll go 50, 50. So it'll go, from the image, it'll go 50, 50 from the corner. Maybe I'll do a width of 100 and a height of 200. We'll see what that gets us. Okay, so those 4 numbers are for the clip. And then I'm going to draw 0, 0, 100, 200. So I'm going to draw it on the canvas, 0, 0, and I'll give it the same width and height as the clip. And we'll see what that does. All right, there we go. So yeah, if I wanted to play around with this, I could try to clip the queen out maybe, right? So let's go, oh dear. Maybe I should just let you guys do this. Let's go 75, 75. And I need to make it a little wider probably. Let's go 200 and quite a bit taller. Let's go 500. And then we'll just keep these to match the same size as the clip. Otherwise it'll stretch it. Hey, that was actually pretty good. Okay, and of course if I wanted to change this on the canvas, right, I could just change this 100, that'll move it to the right. Okay. So again, that's how we can do this context.draw image. And again, in here, function image clip, I was going to call it. It's the image. It's the X clip, I think I did it. XC for X clip. Y clip, width of the clip, height clip, and then the regular XY width height for the canvas. And it's just going to go context.draw image, img, X clip, Y clip, width clip. And we just repeat all these things. So like I said, draw image is actually a pretty good function already. The only reason we're doing this image and image clip is so that we don't have to go the context dot, right? But we're kind of behaving basically the same way. So let's test it by just going image clip. I'm going to get rid of this line. And still works. Awesome. Let's take a little bit from the height here maybe. Make sure that still works. Sure. XY width height. Did I take away or did I add to the height? I can't remember. I added 350. Oh dear. Oh, I know why. Because, no, I did take away, but it's stretching it. Right? Because that's, if you want to keep it the same ratio. Anyway, good enough. You can play around with the numbers and see what you get. Okay, so I think that is the end of our graphics library, unless you can think of other things. And I'm sure as you're building things in the future, you'll come across, oh, I wish I had a function that would do that. And you can always add it. And as we'll see in future programs, what's great about this is all these functions in this graphics library, once we add comments and explain things again, I still got to add those. Same here too. Is that you can just have this file and load it into any project and then use these functions in whatever project you want to do in the future. Okay, but the key concept here is those parameters, right? That a function can take in values and we store those values in these parameters and then use them in the function. And it allows us to reuse that code, right? To draw a line, I can do this code over and over again by calling line with different values. So that's really cool. Okay, hope this is making sense and you can start to see the potential for functions making your code more efficient and organized. Okay, that's it for now. Take care and we'll see you in the next video.